Hey buddy, welcome to Castle Hives. We got a little bit of work here to do in the apiary today. So you see we're walking down the line here. Now we've got the main swarm there. We're going to check the supers in all of these colonies, okay? Now, after we are done checking supers, it's that time of the year where, well, what do we do moving towards the fall, okay? Now, all of these colonies, let me swing you around here. All right, you can see all the colonies here, okay? I want to get in there, check and see that there's sufficient enough brood, see how that looks, see how the pattern looks, see how my queens are doing. Now, more importantly also, what I want to do is I'm going to get in here and spot check a couple of these and do some mite washes just to see where my mite counts are. So, and then we're going to proceed along with treatments. Now, my supers in here, when I put them back on after my harvest, they started packing in a little bit of honey. So we got, you know, this is where beekeeping, it just never stops, because I want to pull off any frames that are filled. I'm going to pull off and then do the washes and do some treatments. I'm hoping here in the summer here, I'm going to do oxalic acid, and I'm going to use my Lavalier vaporizer. So, you know, this week here, I can get 2 treatments on, and then I'm going to be out of town for a week with work, and then after that I'll get probably 2 more treatments then. So get a couple treatments here in the summer. But let's start. So here's my new bee castle hive. Let's start down here. Let's start on the back side of the apiary. We'll go to the 2 bee castles. We'll check the California hive. And then we'll go up to the front down that row there and just check those. So I want to see how the super is here. Just checking supers at first just to see where we're at. I'm probably going to leave 1 super on just for space, because a lot of these colonies are very large right now. And I don't want to squeeze them down and get them thinking, well, we got a swarm. So let's get set up, and I got to get into my bee garb, and let's get into this bee castle here. All right, everybody. So let's get into this here bee castle. Now this has my Caucasian queen in it. Look at that. Nice fresh comb on there that they've built out. Well, that one there is most of the way capped out, so it's going to get replaced. So let me get a brush over here. Yep. Look at that. That's the power of great bees, good genetics, right here. That's what I'm talking about. So I got 5 frames out of this super. So there's a couple in here that have a little bit in there, but I'm going to leave that for them. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Now, oh, I got to pull a frame out of here because I got the one down front. And I'm simply leaving these supers on right now. That way they have space. That's it. So let's jump over to the next bee castle and see what they've done over there. I'm just pulling my supers right here, and then we're going to go in and do those, you know, further checks on them. So let's move on down. Okay, second bee castle. Let's see what this super shows us. Well, nothing in that. Wow. Okay, so typically you'll see they work from the center out. So if I were to pull one of these outer frames and see that it's capped, I would know, well, probably that's the state of this entire box. So typically you'll see that the bees work that way. I think this one we have a little bit. So what I'm going to do here is just swap places of the supers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that super had some weight to it. Yeah, these are most of the way capped, so I'm going to pull them. You know, I can test this, and I can always use my refractometer just to check the percentage of water. So a lot of these are looking really good here. Little bit that's not capped, but you know, that's fine. Now, you know, I'll tell you, this was an overwintered colony, okay? My others are all mainly colonies that were splits and or swarms from this year. So, you know, that honey harvest, gosh, the honey harvest that I did was well taken care of colonies that produce for their beekeeper. You know, some people might not leave all this space when they're talking about doing their OA treatments. It's just what I'm doing right here in my apiary. That's it. Am I saying this is what to do? No. That's that there. All right. Let's put this back on. Get on there, girl. And let's move back up. All right. So that back, the back two hives gave me 14 filled up frames. So almost 2 8-frame boxes I got just out of those two colonies. And that's a second harvest, so I will take it. I will gladly take a second harvest. Oh man, man alive. Man alive. Well, that's capped. 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 This whole entire box might be ready. So let me go through it and I'll see what I find out of this box, and then we'll move down here. If this top box is capped like that, I'm suspecting this bottom one has a significant amount as well. So let me get to that, and then I'll let you all know what I find. Okay, so I did get another full, complete super off of this colony here. Now, what I'm going to say about this colony is a little temperamental. It was a swarm I caught, so I don't know where those genetics came from. So this colony, probably in another week here, is going to get requeened. I'm going to have to go and visit Nature's Image Farm, my good buddy Greg, and this colony here is going to get requeened. So early enough in the year, she can pick up and start laying, and it won't affect those winter bees. So let's move to the very next Apimaye, and we'll see what we get over there. All right, so I found another full complete super on this colony, removed one, and we're moving up the line. So let me get up the rest of these colonies, these other 4, and then we'll give an update on what I find. All right, so you all can see I got a new beekeeping toy right here. So look at this. I got to show you the stickers that I got on it so far. So of course I got mine. We got Nature's Image. We got Uribe honeybees, Dirt Rooster, Beekeeping Like a Girl that's now beekeeping with Natalie. Very cool. Got a purpose for some of my stickers. But more importantly, what this is right here, it's an uncapping tank. I picked this up from Blue Sky Bee Supply. I'll throw the link down on there. You know, you can see here I got a couple frames there already, but what this has is it's got this nice stainless rod that goes across it with a post there. It also has, there is an insert in here to catch a lot of the large cappings, and the spout is on the underside there, so it makes it very nice. Now, what I can do is this right here. Let me grab a hive tool. Bing, look at that. I can set that right there and go through and uncap my frames and spin it, and that's it. Very easy. There's some of these frames here are not fully capped. I gave them a good shake, and they seem to be, there's nothing coming out of them, so I'm pulling it. Get that there. Come over here to my HillCo. In she goes. Now, where this right here is going to speed up things is, while I have one batch going, I can have the next batch already, you know, uncapped and ready to go. And I like how that spins on there. You know, if anybody like in the backyard area, backyard beekeeping, is looking for an uncapping tank, if you're, you know, in around you know, 10, 20 hives, this tank here was only $300 and some. I think $359 or I don't know, 69, somewhere in there. And for what it is doing already right here, just the ease. You know, I normally would have that uncapper over top of a bucket, that yellow. Let's see here. I would normally have this over bucket doing one frame at a time, and you can already see how much faster this right here is. Throw that there. Man, this is nice. Really nice construction on this. When I got it, really the only thing you have to put together are the legs. Now, this right here was my bottleneck the last time I harvested, because I basically had to stop right here. I could not have frames ready. Now, what I can do now is uncap, get another set ready while this one's spinning. So let me get these boxes done. I'm sure you don't want to sit here and watch me you know, repeat this process over and over and over. So let me get this process done. We'll see how much honey we get. So let's get her all spinning. Well, you all can see I've got my HillCo spinning. I've got the next set here ready. So yeah, this is definitely nice. And then I've got an empty box here. So it's just transfer them, you know, pull them from here over, uncap, transfer them over, As far as, I will just say, I've got kind of a mixture here. This HillCo extractor, let me tell you, this thing is wonderful. If you're looking for an extractor, go visit John at HillCo. Great guy, great service. He's been very good to me, very good to Stream Team. And this tank here is from Blue Sky. It's a company that I've been going to since I started beekeeping. Mel and everybody out there, great. I'm fortunate that, I met John. I'm fortunate that I have, Blue Sky close to me. This tank here, along with this, all in all together, I think this will really speed up my extraction process here. So let's keep on rolling, keep on spinning. Oh, packed up. Well, we got, gosh, this bucket here is filled up to this mark right here. This bucket here is filled up to right there. This bucket is about right there. So we got 2 complete buckets with about a third of another one. So 60, 60, and 20. So probably 140 more pounds of honey. It's crazy. I never thought that I'd be bottling this many buckets of honey 12 weeks after, 11, 12 weeks after I start colonies. So that's going to wrap it up. I am not going to get to the mite washes today. I'm probably going to do tomorrow or the next day, get to that. I still have to check the farmer's colony yet, so I have the car packed up to go out there and do that. So this 140, I might end up getting more honey out there because that colony was just producing like crazy. So it's a problem to have. But Northeast Ohio, I'm telling you what, the honey flow is on. Really, all the colonies did exceptionally well. Very, very pleased with the harvest so far. Now, I will say, this honey here has such a floral taste. My mom tried it. She was blown away with the taste of this here. So I'm going to probably mark this as a summer harvest. It's just amazing. I'm going to check it with the refractometer, see if I need to put it in the basement next to the dehumidifier for a day or two, if the moisture content's too high in it. But that's a day's work, y'all. Come on over in 6 hours in 80 plus degrees. So oh well, that's beekeeping. I'm going to get wrapped on up, get this packed up. I got the extractor cleaned up. We've got the bottling tank here, or the uncapping tank here, wiped up, cleaned up. Look at that, one of the girls wants their honey back. But that's it. So I'm going to get a tea and get on home, y'all. So appreciate y'all watching, and keep following along, because the next step here, we got the mite washes, and I'm going to be hitting them with some oxalic acid this week. Try and get 1 or 2 treatments in on them. And then when I get back from a work trip, another 1 or 2 treatments, so I want to get at least 4 or 5 treatments in August, and then get them boosted up for that fall flow and carry them into the winter. So 10 colonies, I could split them down and have more, but where they're at now, that's about what I can manage. So you all take care. I'm going to get out of this warm.